there, and welcome back to my channel. It's been a little while since I've introduced a video in this manner before, but I really wanted to introduce this one because it's one of my favorite builds so far. I learned a lot of new skills through it, skills I'm going to put into future projects, including one project I'm working on right now, which is stylized replicas of the original chairs from the old Star Trek TV show. But what am I talking about? I'm talking about EVA foam. Okay, making stuff with EVA foam. You can do so many different things, such as these chairs, but including my D-1. Actually, he's called D-1 because D-1 was originally built for the bad guys, shall we say. And he's white and he's green, quite nice looking. But my D-1 droid is meant to be for the rebel forces, so a personal assistance to some rebel leader on the run, maybe, and he's in camouflage colors and all of that kind of stuff. I just wanted to customize him, and of course you can't customize a droid for Star Wars unless you give him a whole identity of his own, right? So anyway, the basic plans for this project came from James Cully of the Rebel Base build. You'll find him on YouTube and on Patreon. Okay, he's currently working on a fantastic basement build. Recent video shows him building a huge replica of the Millennium Falcon bench seat. I don't think it's the full size bench seat. I think it's big enough for 3 or 4 people, but he built it entirely out of EVA foam. Check out his projects, check out his channel, and he's done some really great stuff there. If you want to know how to build the project, please go to his channel and check it out, okay? What I will show you is basically some of the customizations that I did quickly. Okay, so I'll just take him off his stand. Got a little hole in the bottom of him here that allows him to stand on that little diorama here. So basically, this is my build. Okay, the tracks are not the straight tracks that you see on D-1. Okay, basically I just used the pattern of the gym mat. I thought I'd just make really nice tracks for a rough terrain. Okay, so that's just one of my customizations. I just used ordinary poster paint, so I didn't use anything spectacular to paint it. Having said that, it is a bit powdery and it is kind of coming off, so I'm going to have to fix it on there. That's the next job I'm going to have to do, I guess. To provide the horizontal support for this neck area here, because it tended to sag. So to provide the correct support, basically I took a coat hanger. Okay, so this is a really stiff wire coat hanger coated in PVC. I even like the color of it. It's just one of our older coat hangers. So I just straightened it out and then bent the shape, stuck it through a hole here, zip tied it here, and stapled it there basically. And it actually provides the stiffening for the neck. So that's just one recommendation I'd make. Okay, inside the head is totally removable actually. Well, a little bit hard now there's wires in. Actually, it can still be removed, but it's just with care obviously. But I can actually remove the head if I want to put electronics in it later. And I simply did that by making a little cradle inside. It kind of looks like Loki's horns, you know, from Avengers. And it basically presses against the sides of the interior of the cone to hold the cone in place. So it works quite well. It's just one of my customizations. You'll see on the back of the head I've used bits of foam, bits of Lego of different kinds, and some electronic circuits, and these rings, and you can see one ring cut in half here. They're just the packaging that comes with steel shelving. You know, the steel shelving that comes in pipes, and then you've got these 2 plastic pieces that a little bit conical in shape that the shelves lock down onto the rings around the pipes of the shelving. They often come with these things on the ends of the pipes in the boxes. I keep them, and you can see that they've been put to good use here and here and here. Okay, so yeah, this is just a drinking straw. Actually, it's it's the drinking straw off the top of a you know, from the cinema. I cut half the drinking straw in half, so because only the top half sticks out anyway, so just cut off the bottom half and pinch that. And this is just a bit of PVC pipe. You could use wood dowel. I think that's what James used in his project. I just use PVC pipe there. But that's just a couple of my customizations, and these overlays, they're just card. card, and I hand cut them. Although if I had I got a little laser engraver now, so if in future projects I'll probably cut them with my laser engraver, but you can easily cut them with card, as I did. The only other major change was the neck. I think James says when he built his originally, it was before all the information came out, and it was in the lead up to the release of the film. So it didn't have perfectly accurate information for his build, and I just felt that the neck was a little too thick. So instead of having it like an empty box, I just sandwiched an extra piece of EVA in the center, which you can see I've highlighted there in brown, just to provide a little bit of texturing, all part of the camouflage. And I just felt that provided a more realistic neck for this guy. Okay, now he's a bit rough. I haven't cleaned up the EVA. I mean, you could have easily sanded up and make it beautifully smooth and all that. He doesn't live on the Star Destroyer, guys. He lives out in the rough wild. So this is assuming that he's been working hard in the rough country and he's got knocked around a little bit. Okay, so it's okay sometimes to leave things a little rough. But they're just my customizations as far as how to build is concerned. Please go to James Cully's channel and check out his build video. I will just show you basically a photo slideshow that shows the entire build process of this. I'm not going to explain anything, obviously, as I said before, but it will at least show you the progression of putting this together that I followed. Thank you very much.